Okay. Testing. All right, the audio is on. That's always a good start. All right. Supercars, night 2. Or I guess day 2 for some of you. It's night here in the US. It's 10:36 p.m. for those who are curious.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. It was, as I said,
But
to Marty earlier in this
we got about
race,
15 minutes, I guess, till the race starts. 10, 15 minutes.
ticked one of the boxes so far. We got a pole.
One of the nights was 10:50. One of the nights was 10:45. So it's time to figure out. Got Super View on up here in the corner. And then over here, analytics and status of the stream. Make sure it's not crashing. That's always important, obviously. Trying to fully organize it. But Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing all right here. David, Lynn, welcome back. I remember you guys here last night, so I appreciate you guys being here. Just going to tweet this out on the Twitter. David, welcome back. Common visitor on the live streams, David is. But we crowned our champion last night, Will Brown, which, by the way, I think it's funny on the live, on the standings and whatnot, it says William Brown. I thought that was funny, but let's see here. Did I get that posted? Yeah, we're good. Almost ready to start, fully focusing. But hope everyone's having a good day or morning or night. I guess afternoon in Australia, New Zealand, United States. If you're in the United States like me, it's nighttime. It's very much nighttime. But yeah, all right. I think everything's good. Everything's working, so that's a good start. Cookie virus. I watched the recording of the last stream. Thought I'd actually watch this. Well, welcome. First of all, thank you for showing up. I need to put my hat on. But thank you for showing up. Thanks for joining everyone who's here. Everyone who showed up last night, I appreciate it. This is fun. Something different for sure. So, yeah, no, it's fun. It's different. I enjoy it. I've enjoyed it so far. I know some of you, I guess, Supercars fans who are more into it, had more deep thoughts and analysis on the race. But I enjoyed it. I had a good time last night. So, hoping to have a good time again tonight. Hope to see another exciting race, something different. Watching that late race battle, Cam Waters trying to hold on to the podium against, who was it? I'll know his name when I see it. Payne against Payne. Will Brown locking up the championship. Brock Feeney locking up the race win. But should be fun. Hopefully it's fun. And then we got to talk about him. All right. Cooper Murray, that was our guy last night. He was multiple laps down. His right front fender kept on flapping in the wind. He had a rough day yesterday. He finished 24th. It was a rough time. Today is going to be different for Murray. Murray, I know nothing about him. I couldn't tell you where he is in the point standings. Couldn't tell you much else outside if he drives for Erebus. But today is his day. I don't know if that means a win. I don't know if that means a top 5. I don't know if that means a top 10. But he is not finishing 24th today. Cooper Murray, you're going to do something. That's why he's the thumbnail of this live stream, because I put such a heavy emphasis on trying to get him out of 24th yesterday. So hopefully he can, do it today. Let's go, Murray. But yes, I had to go find his Instagram to get the thumbnail picture. It's kind of hard to find pictures. And we're buffering. Well, that's lovely. All right, we're back. Good. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I got to do a poll today. Oh, that's a great point. Let's do a poll today. Start a poll. Will Cooper Murray finish better than 24th today? Yes or no? You know what my vote is. My vote is a yes. I believe in Cooper Murray. Despite knowing nothing about him, I'm a believer. Oh, they're doing an intro. That's cool. It's kind of like the F1 one. F1 one. Let's see here. If I come back to the comments over here. It must be weird for SVG watching these races. Yeah, I always wonder when like a driver switches series, what's their thoughts when they watch it? It's got to be weird, like knowing literally every single thing that these drivers are going through. Especially like for Will Brown, obviously, because SVG was just in that seat. Welcome, Denver. I would say that Supercars Grid gave Mark Winterbottom and Tim Slade, who racing the last race full time, a guard of honor in the pits. I would see NASCAR do the same thing for Martin Truex Jr. Oh, so we got a couple. I guess it is the last race of the season, so we got some driver switching teams. Obviously, I'm assuming some retirements or people leaving the sport. So, but I guess I should get the volume on. Pre-race is starting. They're doing a track map. Am I watching F1 Las Vegas tomorrow? Las Vegas is next week, David. Yes, I fully plan on I could do a live stream for that, too. I should do a live stream. That would be really fun. It would be about this time. Should just make it the thing. Go live. Prime time, baby. I don't know. We'll think about it, though. Hello, KP. Welcome back. I remember you were here last night. Hope you have a good time tonight. Hope you enjoy the race. But yes, the second part of the Adelaide 500, race number 2. Okay. Andy's money is on Chaz Mostert. Good to know. Unless Love has a weirdly good race or someone else DNFs, he'll be 24th. Well, hey, Murray last night, it was a rough one. Murray, got to do better than 24th tonight. That's what we're rooting for here. By the way, you seem to struggle with some of the names. Yes, apologies in advance for when I butcher someone's name. I am not intentionally doing it. I'm learning names, and the only way for me to learn is to be told that I'm terrible at pronouncing the name. So I appreciate the note, Cookie Virus. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, apologies. De Pasquale. D Pasquale. I can't even read right. D Pasquale. It just looked like a Spanish name, so I said Pascal. Pascal, whatever I said last night. D Pasquale. Percat. I think I was saying Percat. Percat. Gas 3801. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the race. You may find both SVG and Scott McLaughlin will be watching. Cheers from Sydney, Australia. Hope it's a good day in Sydney. Hope you're having good weather. It's the summer down there in Australia. It's the winter up here. Well, it's almost the winter. It's not quite cold enough. I wish it was, though. Do a poll. Should you come see the Adelaide 500? I'd love to go to a Supercars race now that I know. I don't want to say know so much, but I know a decent amount now. But, I'd love to make it to a race. But Bathurst, that's the big one. So I feel like Bathurst, that would be a cool thing to show up to. But, all right. We're about to get rolling here. Hello, Paul. Hello, Brendan. The U.S. education system is being put into question here in the live stream. This should be a better with number 1 worked out. Some other championship positions to be decided. Yeah, so I guess you don't really have to drive respectfully around the championship guys now because it's all decided. I mean, you can't exactly wreck them, but you can race them a little bit harder, I guess. And then I'm assuming it's, elbows out between Feeney and Will Brown. But they're rolling on the grid. Formation lap is underway. Michael, welcome. Last race of the year. It's been an awesome season. Joanne, bigger numbers on the car. Yeah, that's what I said last night. The sponsors are easy to tell. but as a new fan, it's kind of hard to see the numbers sometimes. But then again, I am watching on a little bit of a small screen here, so maybe I'm not the best source. I would love a Thomas Randall win to finish up, but yeah, I think that is unlikely, says Cookie Virus. I proposed to Mrs. KP at the starting grid at Map Panorama. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool memory. Obviously, a significant life achievement there. To be locked up, I guess, at the Bathurst 1000, or at least the racetrack. That's pretty neat. Really cool racetrack from what I've seen, videos and whatnot. Can't believe we're going to the playoff style next year. Yeah, well, yeah. We got it in NASCAR, and I personally am not a fan. So, Red Bull to NASCAR. I'd love to see Red Bull come back, like in the full thing. Like whether it's a team, I'd love to see them sponsor a car again. They got 2 drivers now. They got SVG. They got Connor Zilic. So that'd be cool to see him come back, but can't guarantee it. Brock Feeney on pole. Hello, Steven. Supercar format is the format that NASCAR should adopt. If it was up to me, NASCAR would not adopt a playoff system. They would go back to a normal championship and have a full season format. 36 races. Score the most points. Red Bull and NASCAR on iRacing is a meme these days. I couldn't tell you much about iRacing. I did it with a friend once. Like I was at his house and I tried it and I kept on wrecking. So yeah, my extent of video games when it comes to racing is NASCAR 2011, the game on the Wii. Real Racing 3 on the phone. Mario Kart on the Wii. That's about it. All right, starting grid's up there. We got the first 4 cars, it looks like, in their slots. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, I gotta cover up the timing and scoring because it spoiled it for me yesterday. All right, let's see if the pole sitter could get away today. Yeah, so Cam Waters, I saw he had a big lockup in qualifying, and that there was a couple wrecks in qualifying. Qualifying got pretty crazy from the highlights I saw. All right, here we go. All right, there they go. Oh, Feeney! Oh! He might have the inside into turn 1. Oh, they're side. Oh! Cut the curb. Cut the chicane. Who is that in Mobile 1? The Mobile 1 car looked like he cut the chicane, but... Oh, boy. Browns and... Oh, here comes Feeney. Is he going to send it? So is he going to get penalized? Who just took the lead? Is he going to get penalized for cutting the chicane? I mean, I'm not a fan of track limits, but when you cut a corner, I'm fine with that being a penalty. It looked like he cut the corner. Oh, they're swerving. Oh, here we go. Wall of Heroes. Who was it that pointed that out last night? It's called the Wall of Heroes, baby. Mostert's leading. Let's see what people are saying. All right, so that first... Oh, we got some contact in the back. Oh, someone's back end is smoking. It sounds weird. And we got buffering. All right, where is he? Where is Murray? Murray's up to 12. Let's go, baby. Steven, I appreciate that you've been watching all season. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you being here. I feel bad for supercars. Watched Bathurst for 25 years, played on games, but nothing compares to being on track. It's a memorable lifetime experience. Well, I hope I can get down there because that'd be really cool. Not on the first lap. Okay, so that makes no sense. Okay. So I understand like going off track. I'm not a fan of track limits. I think if you don't want them going there, put grass, gravel, or put a wall there. But when it comes to a chicane, if you cut the chicane, that should be a penalty. That's a massive advantage gain. I don't care what lap it is, lap 1, lap 10. If you get forced there, okay, then maybe you can make an argument there. I'll listen to that, but I don't know. What do I don't know. I don't know enough. That's just my opinion on it. My generic racing view. Chaz usually has good starts, but that looked really early. Oh, so like a false start. Someone had a false start yesterday. I can't remember who. Chaz Mostert's in the mobile Mustang. Cutting the chicane on lap 1 is not an issue. Okay, but what that tells me is if you go through the chicane, you miss it a little bit, you cut it, all right, on lap 1. But what happens if you just say, okay, I know I can cut the chicane, and you just floor it through there? I get they have those big curbs to probably prevent that, but if you just floor it through there and go from 6th to 1st because everyone else is braking, like, what's the difference? I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. 3 curb strikes, then penalties. So is it 3 individual curbs, or is it like if you do it in one section, that's 1 strike? So is it each individual curb, I guess is what I'm saying. Allen is doing a Murray. Hey, as long as Murray doesn't finish last tonight, come on. Let's go, Murray. We got our poll up. It's got how many votes here? 21 votes. 81% of you don't think he's going to finish last. Let's go. But, yeah, no, unlike yesterday. So yesterday, who was it? It was Randall who jumped out to the lead. He was able to pull away early. And, oh, whoa! Oh, someone is windshield deep. It's Payne, the guy who was fighting for a podium yesterday. He is windshield deep. We might have a caution here. Or a safety car, whatever you guys do. But no, you're stuck, buddy. You're done. Put the window net, or open, however you get out of the car. Put it out. Put the yellow out. As the top 3 are nose to tail, this would actually be the time I don't want a safety car, because this is actually pretty intense here at the front, but we got a safety car. All right, so unlike yesterday, we have a safety car in this race because Payne, windshield deep into the barrier. Wow. Well, he looks okay. He's moving around in there, but they got to pull him out so he can get out of the car.
2, 1, limit is enabled. And they push a button on the wheel now, and it's effectively like the kind of speed control you have in the pit lane.
Huh. All right, I guess it's a good time to look at the comments. They cannot cut the chicane. 3 curb strikes at the first chicane. Brody for the win, says Paul. Yeah, we got ourselves a safety car here. But quite the start. Payne, you had 1 job. Yeah, I think the objective of a race car driver is to not drive into a barrier. But I would like to see a replay. They're showing race start replays right now, but I'd like to see a replay of this crash. I mean, yeah, he just blows the chicane almost.
And he'd already, once he got down there and Brock was underneath him, he had no choice. So he was going in there come hell or high water. Well, we had a couple of stabs at it.
Oh, so they got the sequential gear shift like NASCAR. NASCAR used in the Cup Series, they had the H pattern. You know, first to second, second to third, third to fourth. The Xfinity car, so SVG, he had to drive a H pattern this year in the Xfinity Series, but the Cup Series, it's like supercars where it's sequential. You just go first, second, third, fourth, fifth, fourth, third, second, first. But obviously it's on the other side of the car over here in the U.S. for NASCAR. You're shifting with your right hand versus your left hand. Wall of Heroes. I just remember someone telling me that yesterday. I'm going to run with it. He won the equivalent of this. Payne. That's a good line, Brendan. Would love to see Larson drive a supercar. I'd love Larson, I feel, in terms of like the raw talent, in terms of the just straight up talent of him, I feel like Larson. Oh, he just got shoved out there. Someone missed the or not missed the turn, but they ran him a little bit off, and next thing you know, Payne is straight into the tires. Yeah, he got kind of screwed in that situation there, but no, Larson. If every series had to pick one driver as someone's rear bumper is just beat to hell, if every sport had to pick a representative to send their driver for like an Olympics kind of thing where we go through a open wheel, stock car, sports car, endurance car, I think Larson would be the guy that we would pick for NASCAR. Because, I mean, everything he drives in NASCAR, every type of racetrack he's won at except for the super speedways. And then he's done open wheel stuff in IndyCar now, the sprint cars, the dirt cars, so. But that's just my opinion. Oh, it's the 25th year of the Adelaide 500. That's pretty neat. It's a quarter of a century. Oh. Yeah, that car looks like lap 1 just got rear-ended. The gold car, who is it? Allen, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want a Bell Winterbottom duo for an Enduro. Winterbottom is retiring. Oh, no way. They took the engine hood off. Oh, I love when this happens in NASCAR too. They take the engine hood off and it looks so funny. I remember when I was first watching NASCAR as a kid, and my dad, he had never watched a lot of NASCAR, but every time that happened, like an engine hood flew off or something, he thought that was the funniest thing. So it's pretty odd looking for sure. But yeah, his engine hood just went flapped off. All right. Good battle between SVG and Larson this year at Chicago. Yeah, that was the Xfinity Series. Obviously, the Cup Series, both of them that day went terrible. SVG got clipped by Briscoe, who just went hydroplaning all the way. Oh, my God. Yeah, twist that thing off, man. That pit crew guy's trying his hardest, but the Xfinity racing was great between Larson and SVG. I wish they could have continued it Sunday, but SVG got wrecked out by Briscoe, and then Larson just aimed for the wall. So we didn't quite get that, but maybe next year at Chicago. Maybe next year. Nice little souvenir for whoever steals the bonnet. Yeah. If that thing flies over the stand, someone gets a nice piece of shit. Yes, they got the saw out. This is what I was saying they should have done yesterday for Murray. Because that right front fender, just chop it off, man. Chop it off and let him fly. Let him fly, man. F1 would send Stroll for the memes to an international. Well, if there was a Team Canada, I guess Lance Stroll could be somewhere on the team. Reserve driver, maybe. I'm trying to think of other Canadian drivers across the planet right now. But how about this? We do a team of Lance Stroll and Nicholas Latifi. That's your Team Canada. That would be fun. They have doors with hinges and handles. Drivers use them for entry-exit. Composite body parts instead of one big shell, says Daniel. Yeah, no, I mean, you can see the pre-race when they're getting in the door and whatnot. But the composite body, NASCAR recently adopted that for the Cup Series. Xfinity Series has had it for a few years. But, yeah, the composite body makes it easier to rip things off, I guess. Whereas the old cars in NASCAR, something would crumple and you got to rip it off. You got to find out where you want to chop it off and, you know, how much you want to chop off. And then are you going to try to refill it? Are you going to try to tape it up? Like, what are you going to do with all this odd, crumply stuff? I love how the comments are just roasting Lance Stroll right now. I got a friend who's an Aston Martin fan. I gotta tell him this.
They had wheel-to-wheel contact. They just fired off. We've seen it a few times this year, haven't we? There goes the bonnet. So I think they've asked for permission to run the car without.
Safety car's ending. Okay, cool.
I think so.
I hope these top 3 continue fighting for the win because this has been entertaining so far.
The windscreen. See that seal that's flapping around there? So I'm just not sure what they're going to do about that.
All right, I've informed the Aston Martin fan that we are laughing at Lance Stroll. We're laughing with Lance Stroll.
Just a little wheel-to-wheel contact, and that's just fired it off.
You remember that pole lap that Lance Stroll had at Hungary? No, Turkey in 2020.
The one didn't really go there. The race line's pretty narrow on that
Yeah,
racetrack.
that was
We've actually
wild.
seen trauma before on the outside of turn 11 on occasion. But the safety car's disappeared from view.
All right, let's see. Safety cars in. Mostert's got this lead, warming up the tires currently.
To not have a safety car.
No pressure.
Cars have approved it. They're happy.
So, okay, the lap 1 rule with cutting the chicane, does that apply to lap 1 of restarts too?
Classified, and there's no real safety risk.
Anyone?
Just aerodynamic.
Does that apply the same rules here?
We've gone green again. Away we go.
Well, it doesn't look like Feeney's going to get there, so it's not going to matter here, but
He's pretty much put the
let's see.
back on Brock that he had.
Let's see what these top 3 can do. And then Kostecki. Maybe Kostecki could make things interesting. I don't know how close Erebus is in terms of speed. Oh, man, Feeney is there already. Turn 3.
Braking performance.
Or turn 4, I guess. Turn 5. Let's see what he can do.
Really, he charged.
Play defense, man.
Really, he's looking really
He's going to try to cross him over.
Tire pressures are down. Feeney, because they won't come up for a little while
All right,
yet.
let's see.
Feeney has got real.
Here's the long straight, baby.
We saw it yesterday. Watch him under brakes at 9. He's stalking.
Oh, he's going to give him the outside maybe into the turn 8.
the road under brakes.
Wall of Heroes. Apologies.
Get at least halfway down the side, but Mostert was so quick to get through 8.
Let's see. Into 9.
To save himself
Nope.
from the threat that I was talking about.
Might try. Oh, he bumped him.
Happened. Imagine
Oh, yeah, baby. Get some NASCAR in here. Go bump someone.
under brakes.
Hell yeah.
That car of Brock's to be able to have an assault down there. He is right with him.
I mean, he's right. I mean, I think once Feeney gets by, he's going to be gone because he has been on him this entire race so far.
Feeney.
I mean, he's only been 8 laps, but you know.
Close enough. There's a better car link behind at turn 13. He's right there now.
Right there, and Will Brown's ready to pounce. If these two start messing around too much, Will Brown's just going to swoop by them both.
4 might be his go. Because the spot that he looked really strong was the braking area. He's got a good run this time.
Oh.
Chaz will have to cover him.
Play defense, man. Oh, he's oh! Woo. I thought he was going to rear end him, man.
Another threat, big time. Yeah. And the balls yesterday
Oh.
were very
Oh, here we go. Hey, see, here's Will Brown. Will Brown's in the mix now.
even displays his own teammates side by side.
Told you he'd get involved if these two kept screwing around. Oh, man. Oh, see, here's Kostecki. Oh, no. Could you imagine if the championship was still on? Will Brown just got dumped, by the way. Oh, man. Feeney put him in a bad position. He pinched him off, and Will Brown had to bail because he was going to hit the wall, and Kostecki kind of dumped him. I mean, as I said, the championship's already a lock, so at the end of the... Dude, more people are getting dumped. Oh, someone's airborne. What is this race? This is nothing like yesterday.
I didn't see who actually got Ryan Wood.
Dude, what did this race eat for breakfast? What did this racetrack, what did the drivers eat for breakfast this morning? This is nothing like yesterday.
Trouble down there at turn 9.
This is insane.
With a congested field, it's creating a bit of chaos.
All right, so Will Brown gets pinched by his teammate, and Kostecki comes in because he sees an opportunity at a podium here. And, well,
And the pressure's come off.
Kostecki sends it because Will Brown's blocking. I'm sure we'll get a replay, but no crap's given. Everyone's sending it. Oh, send him Cooper Murray. Send him Cooper Murray.
Tim Slade
I think they said that was Cooper Murray.
not make contact with that outside wall.
If that was Cooper Murray that just sent that poor guy, I feel bad for it, but Cooper Murray position gained.
Crazy stuff.
Let's go, baby. Cooper Murray's in the top 10.
What we saw earlier in the weekend.
It's the IDGAF race last day at school. Oh, so no one cares about each other. They just go all out trying to kill each other. That's kind of cool. That's exciting, if you ask me. So is Will Brown. He's done, essentially. He's got no chance. Oh, oh. No!
Is he going to be able to get out of there? Or, yes.
Wait.
New livery on both the Erebus cars this weekend. He had a lively day yesterday. So that was Waters.
It's Cooper Murray over.
It is all going on in Adelaide this afternoon. Mostert's got a half-second lead. The stewards are frantically writing notes. It's going to take a while to unpack pictures and data.
It was fun while it lasted, Cooper Murray. He was in the top 10 there for a bit before he got dumped. All right, so let's see who's getting penalty. I think Will Brown. Okay, Kostecki was aggressive for sure. They're showing the replays now, but I don't know. I mean, he sent it. What Kostecki did was aggressive, but Will Brown was pinching him down pretty hard. So I don't know. Are there post-race fights in supercars? Like, is Will Brown going to go punch him in the face? Oh, God. That car was flying. No, Cam Waters is the one who went flying. NASCAR legend, by the way. Oh, man. Cam Waters got a lot of air. Holy crap. Cooper Murray is 23rd. This is the saddest day of my life. All right, Cooper Murray, I don't think spun that guy out. I was looking at the wrong car. They're replaying all the chaotic silliness that's happened so far. Odds are he doesn't get a penalty because of previous events, but Brody knew that wasn't going to work. Well, it did technically work. He got past Will Brown. He lost a couple other positions because of it, but yep, the NASCAR legend Cam Waters, how dare you? How dare you send Cooper Murray into the barriers? I will remember this, Cam Waters.
So he is down the inside.
He wasn't going to make that corner.
And then grabs a bucket load of lock. It's pretty awkward, wasn't it? Because he had a heap of opposite lock, but then it followed the front wheels and went straight ahead.
He just used Murray as his brake. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Will Brown. Never mind. I thought that was a battle for the lead.
So that was Will Brown trying to recover. He was down the inside of Cam Hill there at turn 9.
Welcome back, Nate Gravy 123. Welcome back. Good day, mate. I don't know if that's offensive to say that since I'm not from there, but if it is, sorry, I won't do it again. Craig Baird, the driving standards advisor, is having a field day. More like having a nightmare. He's got to be freaking out, like trying to figure out these penalties. But then again, I guess that's why he gets paid. So they're getting their full worth of money. I can't believe that Cam Waters did that to Cooper Murray. This is tragic. This is sad. I'm going to cry myself to sleep now. At like 2 a.m. or whenever I go to bed. Oh, let's go. Cooper Murray got his spot back. Come on. Fights aren't common. Brody and Will are teammates and last year's teammates. Oh, yeah, that's what you get, Cam Waters. You wreck Cooper Murray, you get a time penalty, buddy. I still appreciate you, though, Cam Waters. You came over to NASCAR, and you started on the ovals, and I respect that. And also, you started in the Truck Series. That's like triple respect, if you ask me, so... Who? Oh, they're talking about the margin. 15-second penalties coming to half the field. Well, Cooper Murray should get a negative 15-second penalty for the absurdity that he reaches. Will Brown sending it on someone. Has anyone ever gone like last to first in supercars at any point? Like whether it's lap 1 or like they started last. Has that ever happened? Is that common? Like, even if it's the best car. Cooper Murray having a nightmare just like Kyle Busch. No, for real. Kyle Busch had a nightmare of a race or a season. And Cooper Murray is having a nightmare of a weekend. He finished 24th yesterday because his right front fender couldn't stay on the car. And then he got penalties for something. And something else happened to him. I can't remember. He got wrecked or something. I don't know. It was a long day yesterday for Cooper Murray and his fans. And now today, as we go to this leaderboard, there he is in 22nd. There's not 24 cars on the grid. I'm just now realizing this. So, okay. All right. Cooper Murray's finishing better than 24th today. All right, let's do better than 23rd. Let's not finish last on the road this time. I think that should be the new goal. Back to the comments. In reference to my question about people going last to first, the old man in Mostert, SVG almost, Perkins at Bathurst last to first, Larry Perkins last to first, Larry Perkins at Bathurst 2014. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Craig Lowndes and Mark Scafie. Once again, pronunciations are horrible, and I apologize. Starting last in Adelaide in 99 and 02. Interesting. Good to know. Noted. Perkins, 2002, 1999, and 2014. All right, let's see where Murray's at. What's his margin to the next guy? Murray, 3 seconds off. Okay, that's early. You can make that up. Oh, Brock Feeney just set the fastest lap. 0.6 of a second off the leader. One of the shell cars has a giant dent in the left front fender. I don't know how much of an impact that has on the speed arrow-wise, but it doesn't look pretty. Will Davison. Your pronunciations are okay, you just don't want to know what we call Scafie. I did like 3 pronunciations for him. Trust me, I can find a way to mispronounce names. I apologize for it, but you know. All right. Feeney is catching up. We could have had a 3-car battle for the lead, or 4-car technically. It was technically a 4-car battle for the lead for about 2 corners before people started spinning each other out, but oh well.
So that first stop that they took on lap number 25 yesterday for Brock Feeney was done with just 5.2 seconds of fuel.
Feeney's half a second off the lead here.
Was not a factor yesterday because early in the day they had a clutch trauma with that car.
Paul Morris winning from last position on the grid in his last race with Chaz in 2014 is the greatest race ever. Greatest race ever, says Brendan.
That car was about 10 odd seconds for their first stop. But it was broken into relatively three equal.
The more I watch this racetrack, with all the it reminds me so much of Chicago with the 90-degree turns. The 11 car, driving infringement. Who's 11? 11. D. Pascal. Ooh. Someone typed out the pronunciation earlier. I already messed it up again. But no, like all the heavy braking zones, the 90-degree turns. It reminds me of Chicago in that sense, and it makes for so many passing opportunities.
And that's going to plummet those guys all the way to the bottom of the field.
D passed squarely.
They may get some of that
D pass squarely. D pass squally. All right, we got different answers now. D pass D day pass squally. Squarly. Oh God, it's 11:16 p.m. I feel like we just gotta accept my fate as horrible pronunciations at this hour. Day Pasquarly. Day Pasquarly. Day Pasquarly. Day Pasquarly. There we go. That might be it. Might be. Craig Lowndes is still racing part-time as a mentor role for Triple Eight for young upcoming drivers. Next year, Zach Bates, who just became Super 2 champion, will be mentored by him. Okay. Day or D? Lowndes. Lowndes. D. Pass. Qua. I love how this has suddenly turned into how to pronounce things on this channel. This is no longer a racing channel. This is a how to pronounce names channel. D. Pasquale. D. Pasquale. D. Pasquale. D. Pasquale. D. Pasquale. D. Pasquale. I'm going to say it right one of these times without the help of the chat. It's going to happen. D. Pasquale. My eyes were shut. I don't know. Okay, D. Pasquale's on the screen. He's got a penalty for wrecking someone, but D. Pasquale got a penalty. Losing tradition. Losing traditions. I appreciate the nice words. Yeah, I'm happy to tune in. I mean, yesterday's race was pretty tame, pretty cool. The strategy aspect I really appreciated. I really liked when they were talking about the how many seconds of fuel you need and whatnot. But today's race has been, oh my goodness, it's been chaos. D. Pasquale got a penalty. Who else? Someone else got a penalty. Cam Waters got a penalty for taking out everyone's favorite driver, Cooper Murray. Cooper Murray was in the top 10 after the nightmare of yesterday, was in the top 10, minding his business, and here comes NASCAR legend Cam Waters to just send him into the wall. Oh, we got pit stops going. 31 car. Golden. Found that really quick. Kind of surprised. Winterbottom got 15 seconds too. Say it 10 times really quick. Oh, gosh. D pass quality, 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 D pass quality. That was like 6 times I think I got through. Feeney is right on Mostert's butt. Apologies for the language. Imagine NASCAR. Just add a little Italian to it. Di Pasquale. That might be offensive. It's late at night. You never know what I'm going to say. I mean, I won't go too far, but, you know. Anyways. A little New York or New Jersey? Like, are we talking like a Tony Soprano accent or like a I'm walking here accent? Di Pasquale. Like that? I'm having way too much fun pronouncing this guy's name. Will Brown's up to 14th. Chaim Gardner. Yeah, I think I could get that one. Because we got a NASCAR driver named Corey Haim. It's spelled the same way. Imagine NASCAR introducing curb strike penalties and bump and run penalties. Bump and run will never be penalized in NASCAR. Curb strikes, I mean, we saw SVG this year. He got sent to the back of the field for cutting a corner at COTA. My problem with COTA, it's so easy in the NASCAR cars to cut the corners in the S's because there's no punishment for it. They need to make some sort of punishment for it. I'm not saying put giant curbs that send you airborne, but put a little sand in there that'll spin you out. Put a little sand in there that'll mess up your lap. I don't know. The problem with COTA is everything. COTA's a great racetrack. You got every single aspect of a racetrack you could want. And it's got some great passing opportunities, some great racing. Oh, Mostert clipped the wall there. Wall of Heroes, by the way. Jamie, you said, what race is this and where? This is the Australian Supercars series. It's in Australia. They also have a race in New Zealand, I believe. But, yeah, it's their last race of the season. You got to, if you're outside of Australia and New Zealand, you got to get a subscription to SuperView. So, no, it's not on normal TV here in the United States. You got to get something online. Are they changing the COTA track for NASCAR next year? No, I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about that. COTA's the worst track. Oh, Brendan, that's a hard disagree on COTA. If you want to look at if you want to be literal and look at all the tracks in the United States, I don't know. That Miami Grand Prix track is not my favorite. There's some other road courses, I'm sure, that are rough, but I mean, just the ones I know off the top of my head, I would rate Miami lower than COTA. So, yeah. And Miami or Vegas F1 track does not have enough races on it to be rated compared to. Vegas did put on a great race last year, though, so they got that going. Whereas Miami, I couldn't tell you what happened at Miami other than Norris got his first win. Like, outside of that, I don't even know what happened in any of those races. But Feeney's still right behind Mostert. He's just not quite close enough to make the pass. Let's see. No, I don't. Nate Gravy, I don't think we're running the short version of COTA. That would make the racing so much worse at COTA. They need the full circuit. Because you got a passing zone in turn 11. You got a passing zone when you get the long back straight into turn 12. When you chop that in half, no. That's going to make the racing worse. That's just my opinion. The Riverside track in California. I don't know anything about that. I know Penske just acquired. I think that was Long Beach, though. Riverside's been dead for like 30 years. Miami is a street parade with a race on the side. It's not even a street parade. I don't think they even go on a street. I think it's all parking lots around the Hard Rock Stadium. Vegas is on streets. Self-promotion here, but if you haven't seen, I have walked on the literal streets of Las Vegas. That is a street race. Going down Las Vegas Boulevard, going down Harmon Avenue, going down Koval Lane, Sands Avenue. Miami, now once again, I haven't been there. I don't know Miami, but from the satellite view, it's just a parking lot that they just kind of loop around. They go under the interstate, so you got that, but I don't think they go on an actual. Will Brown's up to 11th after spinning out early off of the front bumper of Brody Kostecki. All right. D. Pascali is in the podium spot, so that's fun. Ooh. One of the Red Bulls, it looks like Will Brown almost clipped the barrier. I saw the report that Will Brown's going to be number 1 next year as a part of his title defense, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, I'm behind on these comments. Apologies if I missed comments. I'm just behind. Would you consider going live when high limit sprint cars come over at the end of December in Western Australia? You'd gain a whole new audience. Yeah, I mean, right now I can't commit to it. We have another live stream tomorrow. In 35 minutes, that will be today. But we have another live stream tomorrow. More self-promotion, I know. But I'll be reacting to my preseason NASCAR predictions, and they always go wrong. So if you want to make fun of me, show up tomorrow for that live stream. It'll probably be tomorrow night U.S. time, not this late. It'll be like 5 or 6 p.m. U.S. time, which will be the morning in Australia and New Zealand. But we'll be doing that. Matt from Break Hard reported on it. I mean, if they're looking at it, I hope they're just looking. I hope they don't follow through with it, because I don't think that would be a good decision on Coda. Talking new tracks, they build a Sprintway track in Bordertown exactly the same as some U.S. dirt track. I'm not too familiar with the dirt tracks in the U.S. I got one close to me outside of Texas Motor Speedway, but never even been to a race there. As we got Feeney in the pits. Brock Feeney's in the pits. It's Randall's in the pits.
There was a drama with that tyre there. I didn't see it. So I reckon they were just going to fuel to the tyre, and if the tyre
It looked like Randall had a slow pit stop.
underfill basically the policy
Huh.
they used yesterday.
Mostert's still leading though.
There was an issue.
NASCAR needs a night street race at Las Vegas. It would be cool, and I think the strip would create some, going down all the way down that super long straight into the heavy braking zone would create for some great passing opportunities. The only problem is that it's such a hassle to shut down Vegas, and there's already so much negativity from the locals with F1 alone that adding to it with NASCAR, I think that would be a disaster. I mean, not the race itself, but just the response and stuff, and then just shutting down Vegas for longer than it already is. I hope Chaz ends up doing a NASCAR run. He's expressed interest in it. Yeah, I'd love to see more guys come over. Obviously, SVG has made the full transition. Will Brown, Kostecki, and Cam Waters, they've all made a couple of starts. So let's see here. Will we ever see a street race in New York City? I mean, if you mean like Manhattan, I don't know. Manhattan's so densely populated that I don't know. I'm sure you could find an area to do it, but I remember they almost did a New York Grand Prix about 15 years ago, and they were going to do it in New Jersey technically, but they almost did it. Have you seen the hot lap of Darrell Waltrip at Bathurst? What a wild lap. You got to see it. I'll look it up. But no, I actually haven't. Could NASCAR be a side gig for F1 races? Well, the thing is, NASCAR season's already been over a week. It'll be over 2 weeks by the time F1 goes, and that would have to be the championship race. And they're not doing the championship race on a road course in NASCAR. And then secondly, neither of those series would be okay with being playing second fiddle to the other. F1 would refuse to be second to anyone. They're the pinnacle of motorsport. They would refuse to be behind anyone. And then NASCAR in the United States, they would refuse to be second to anyone. So I don't think we ever see them do anything in the same weekend. I think the teams in F1 would complain about tire wear and the different compounds of tire in Goodyear versus Pirelli and the stuff on the track. It could hurt the car. I think F1 teams would complain a little bit more, but I think both organizations would be too stubborn to ever let it happen. That's just my guess. Kostecki used to race in the U.S. Yeah, no, I remember when he was announced, him and Richard Childress have a relationship. I think he did some oval racing, some short track racing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I remember that, reading something on that.
seconds. Then Hill, then Davison.
Let's see here.
About 3 or 4
So it looks like the top 4 have not pitted, but Winterbottom's in the pit now. Feeney's pitted. Allen's pitted. Davison, Randall, Percat, Reynolds, Heimgardner, Golding, Fullwood, Will Brown. Obviously, he's starting his charge back after getting spun out. Murray is still in 22nd place, much to my displeasure. Maybe Murray can get another spot. Maybe. Maybe I'm delusional. Where there's delusion, there is hope, as that meme once said. I think supercars and NASCAR should have a collaborative relationship, so supercars send their drivers to NASCAR, NASCAR can send their talent to supercars. No, I'd be fine with that. That'd be really cool, because the cars are kind of similar now. I mean, they're not exactly the same. Obviously, you sit on the other side of the car, but some of the just technicalities. So I think that'd be cool. I would love to see NASCAR go over to Australia or New Zealand. It's a very expensive trip, obviously, but back in the 90s, they did some exhibitions in Japan. We're going to Mexico, and I don't want to just go way out there and say, oh, we went to Mexico once, and if it ends up being a success, saying, oh, it was a success, let's go crazy, let's just jump over oceans now. I think they got to think it out over a 5-10 year process of what they can do, but I love that NASCAR is going international, whether it's getting drivers from other series or going to a racetrack in another country. I think that's exciting. And I think whether it's Adelaide, going to Melbourne, if there's something in Sydney, going to Mount Panorama, Bathurst, I think that would be a really cool track for NASCAR to go to. Just because it's an iconic track and just everything about the track, the elevation changes, the different types of turns. I mean, I think that would just be a really cool scene. NASCAR needs to put gaps in their schedule for important events like Bathurst, so some of their boys could be co-drivers. Yeah, well, the thing with NASCAR is they're, I hate to say stubborn, but they're pretty set on a 36 race schedule, and getting it done between the end of February and early November, which leaves only like 1 or 2 off weeks. I personally am a fan of chopping back on the schedule and doing about 25 to 30 races and having more breaks for the teams, because you got to think about it, it's not just the drivers, it's the team members, it's the pit crews, it's the engineers, it's the management, it's the marketing department, it's NASCAR itself. Like, there's a lot of people who got to go travel and whatnot, so I'm a fan of chopping back the schedule to get some more off time for the teams and whatnot, but also for more opportunities like that. So drivers could go, if they want to go race in Le Mans, if they want to go race in the, I don't know, the Supercars, Bathurst 1000, something like that. If they want to go do a random IndyCar race, you know, things like that.
But we know from observing in that first tyre stint that Feeney was very, very strong.
Feeney's still right there on Mostert, but just can't quite. He just can't quite get by him. He's trying to, you know, go a little bit higher, cross under him, but he just can't get enough speed under him. It's lap 31, by the way. I don't know if I have the lap. I guess I could have scrolled up a little bit. Murray's up to 21st. How about that? Let's go. Come on. What track or race would you recommend for us Aussies if we were only to go to one race? Ooh, that's tough. So I've been to Circuit of the Americas. Texas Motor Speedway is my home track. Talladega, Pocono, Watkins Glen, Charlotte, Darlington, Atlanta, Vegas. It depends on what you're looking for. So if you're looking for like the most hardcore, true NASCAR experience, Talladega. Like if you're looking just to see some wild things, like in the stands, in the parking lot, in the camping spots, in the pits, if you're going to go spend a little bit more money. If you're looking just to see some chaos, like not just on the track. On the track, it's chaotic at Talladega all the time. There's crazy racing, crazy wrecks. It's the true NASCAR experience. But outside of that, it's a cultural experience of what you see, and the stories you hear as well. Because I did my college internship there, and it's quite interesting stories you hear. But if you want the true NASCAR experience there, if you're looking for a more, I hate to say tame, but oh, Mostert got told elbows out. Guess he's getting ready to fight with Feeney. Feeney's only a second behind. If you're looking for a more tame event, a little bit more spread out, a little bit more, COTA is a great race to go to because there's so many places you can go. And also, the Circuit of the Americas is that track, I swear, it was built for the fans in a sense, like the view of it. Like there are certain areas of the track that you can actually see. For a road course, you can see the majority of the track. Like if you sit in turn 12, you can see about half the back straight. You can see turns 1 and 2, and then you can see turns like 4 through 9. You can see 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, you can see the majority of the track. Turn 1, you can see the entire front stretch down to turn 2. You can see turns 16 through 19, and then part of 20. So there's a lot of good viewing spots at that track, and also just it's spread out. It's a little bit more of a, I hate to say diluted track, but you get a little bit of everything. You get the casual fans, you get the hardcore fans, you get new fans who are like, oh, I live in Austin. Austin's a big city. I want to go, try something new this weekend that I've never done. I have no idea what I'm doing, but and then I mean, I could break down each track theoretically that I've been to, but I'd say if you want to go for the most extreme experience, Talladega. If you're looking for a tame experience, maybe COTA. I don't know. I think that's maybe a good recommendation here. NASCAR and Aussie road circuits would be awesome. Would be awesome to see a Sydney Motorsport Park, Phillip Island, Queensland Raceway, the Bend. Got to be honest, not too aware of any of those tracks. I could look them up, do some research, but looks like Mostert's actually pulled some gap on Feeney. But I like this track actually. As I explained earlier, turns like 3 through 6 are very similar to Chicago, where it's a bunch of 90-degree turns. You can kind of set up passes. You got the long kind of back stretch. You got turn 8, which someone yesterday said, Wall of Heroes. And then into turn 9 is a heavy braking zone off of a long straight, so you can make some dive bombs in there. Last chicane, I think you could make some passes there if you wanted to try. Key emphasis on if. Will Brown continues to make his charge. He's up to 8th now. Wow. Curious if he can get back. That's our next poll. That's going to be our next poll. We're ending our poll. I'm going to really confuse you. Will.
Yeah, so boys, let's talk about this fantastic battle up the front. You just said Sam Scafidi. Mostert's engineer said, mate, you've got to get after it.
Start poll. All right, let's hear your thoughts on this new poll. We got a new poll. Will Brown spun out early in this race, about lap 8, I want to say. And he's already up to 8th in the standings. He's currently, let's see here, 15 seconds off the lead, and he is about 6 seconds off of 3rd. So he's got to make up 6 seconds, but he's got to go through some cars as they're breaking down the strategy currently.
Mostert has to be on it. Now, advantage he's got. He put his tyres on 5 laps later. Better tyre quality. That 13 litres of fuel might be, I'm going to guess, 9 kilos, 8.5 kilos. That's worth lap time. Only hundreds, but that's going to matter. So he's got to eke that gap out and get that up to 3 or 4 seconds. That is the battle going on here. And what's really interesting to me, if we fast forward to 2025, there was 4 players would be going for the championship today. Payne, Waters, Brown, and Feeney.
Okay.
3 of them are out.
So this guy, I guess the pit analyst, he was saying that Mostert, he has to spend more time fueling up the car in the next pit stop, but he also said that he has about 5 lap fresher tires, so he needs to stretch the lead out to 3 or 4 seconds in order to, I guess, have a shot of staying out ahead of Feeney. He's been ahead of Feeney this entire race so far, as we're almost at the halfway point, but they still got to make a pit stop. But you can see, I mean, Mostert's really pulled away from him here. It's north of 2 seconds now.
At the moment is 3 seconds. So it's tight. Yeah, we knew that.
Worldwide technology track for Aussie question? I've never been there. Well, Davo is doing pretty good right now. I've missed that. Where's that at? Where's that name? Oh, is that Davison? Yeah, he's up there in the podium spots. NASCAR can have a night race in Sydney Motorsport Park easily. I love night races. Night races are underrated. The cars look prettier. I don't know. I like a good-looking race car. Who doesn't like a good-looking race car? I can picture Outback sponsoring the Down Under 300 in Australia. I like to see the NASCAR boys try the GC, but they would possibly die. Got to be honest. Not 100% sure. As Will Brown continue on the charge, it looks like he's got Heimgartner on his sights. He's right on his tail. Let's see what that poll's saying. We got 80% people saying yes. 15 votes saying that Will Brown will finish on the podium. He's got a couple right in front of him. He's got Heimgartner right there. Reynolds is maybe a little bit over a second up the road. Oh, here he goes. Here goes Brown. There's another position for Will Brown. Not going to be able to cross him over, buddy. So Will Brown up to 7th. But I know the American anthem, thanks to NASCAR, Jimi Hendrix does a great version. Hey, I love a good national anthem. Let me tell you. And once again, the last poll only had 99%. Why does YouTube not know how to do math? I really don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of good national anthems out there. If national anthems was a genre of music, I'd listen to it. It'd probably be in one of my top 3 genres. There's some really good national anthems out there. Am I weird for that? Yes, I am. But it's midnight, and this is when you confess things, and that's a confession that I have. I love national anthems, and there's nothing you can do about it. Gold Coast, a city in Queensland that hosts a supercars race and used to host IndyCar. Interesting. Okay. Oh, they're doing the race recap. Oh, they're about to show Will Brown getting dumped here. That 4-car battle for the lead for about 20 seconds. I will never forget that. I said that if Feeney and Mostert started screwing around, Will Brown would get there, and then Will Brown got there. Then he got sent to Tasmania by, well, Kostecki. So he tried. You can't blame the guy for trying.
This margin's just opening up a little bit in the lead at the moment. 2.9 seconds now, Mark.
2.9. Hey, he said 3 to 4 seconds. Man, he just set the fastest lap.
Davison, Randall, Percat, Liner, Stern here. They are 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There's the leading margin.
Oh, Feeney just clipped the barrier. It looked like, I don't know what turn that is, but he clipped it with his left rear, but I think that was out of turn 6.
Now, at 3 seconds is the margin. That's pretty much exactly what the fuel difference is between them.
All right, so yeah, the fuel difference is about 3 seconds between 1 and 2, and now the gap on the track is 3 seconds, but obviously you want to get a little bit more. Play it safe. You don't want to run out of fuel here. Oh, yeah, Feeney sure did clip that barrier. He's got paint on his left rear, some red paint.
fact, that group, Davison, Percat, Reynolds, I don't know, something just flew off it, wasn't it? Maybe it was just rubber debris, was it? Oh, did the mirror come off it?
Saw something fly off it.
Mostert's doing good so far. I mean, yesterday was really...
Real vigour at the moment.
Once Randall lost the lead, I mean, Feeney controlled the race.
He was taking
It ended up being a Red Bull one too, but today it's been a little bit of a different story. Mostert's really controlled this race from the start. So,
what happened on the Gold Coast.
yeah, it makes it a little bit more different, a little more interesting. Oh, whoa, oh my God. Someone just sent it into turn 8, like, aggressively, and that's a high-speed corner.
He's had it several years in a row.
Oh, yeah, I'll be damned. Feeney, he lost his mirror.
Everyone's having a
Man, he lost his right side mirror, and then he tried to take off his left side mirror. He's trying his best to catch up to him.
with 10 to go.
All right, who needs side mirrors, am I right? Who needs them?
Against the walls everywhere.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. You do need them.
On the side of
If you want to inspect my car, it's got both side mirrors on them.
88. So
I'm not driving that close to any walls. Unless I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. They're doing some construction there, and the walls are very tight, I must say. Oh, yeah, his mirror got sent off into the grass. That's when you, not during the race, but you go hop the fence, go get yourself a mirror. Have a good souvenir there. That's the real thing. That's the authentic stuff. Oh, Love's giving the bumper to someone. Allen, I guess. Is that Allen? I think. But he's shoving him. Good grief, man. He's got some smoke now. Allen's got smoke. I don't know if he's got a tire rub or if there's more issues. Oh, Allen. He's the guy whose back bumper got destroyed on the first lap. Oh, that's a lot of smoke.
Huge amount of tyre smoke coming off the back of Kai Allen's Mustang.
Brock Feeney.
Here, and this is Will Brown and that move that he's made into a signature move so far
Oh, no, it's Will Brown. They showed a graphic for Brock Feeney, and it's Will Brown. I had my way. The NASCAR should have road course championship and oval championship in the same year. Have both winners automatically qualify into the playoffs. We don't have enough. The problem is we don't have enough road courses to have like a road course championship. If I'm kind of perceiving what you were saying correctly, we only have like 5 all season. So do you really want to dedicate a whole part of the? Oh, yeah, man. Allen, you're gonna have to pit. That tire looks like it's about to explode. He is smoking like crazy. They got a black flag him or something. Tell him to get in the pits.
6 seconds is the gap now. Mostert over Feeney, and they're going to kick Kai Allen. They roll the dice here.
Is he not going to pit? Okay, there you go. He's into the pits. Okay, we're good. But no, his tire was smoking way too much. Oh. Go, Murray!
Gets it done, but not quite. Displacing Jones in the process, and they
Hey, man, Murray's 21st. He's on someone's tail. He just gained another position because Allen had to pit. Come on, Murray. Let's get a top 20.
was explaining the differing fuel requirements for the next stop. 13-litre delta disparity between Mostert and Feeney.
Can't fault the strategy. Give your opponent a puncture in order to pass. Hey, whatever you got to do, I guess.
And he's really pressing on.
But they're,
which in net turns
oh, yeah, they got the saw out. We got the saw back out. Let's go.
square, and that everything goes nicely according to plan in this pit lane, which doesn't always do it. So nobody will be feeling safe. At Red Bull, they won't feel like they've got at Chaz, and in Chaz's garage, they won't feel like they've repelled Brock Feeney.
We got a potential upset brewing in college football. BYU's only up 3 at home against Kansas.
He's behind by 3.5.
It's the number 6 team in the country.
Take their second and final stop. That's going to play him in.
I'd be worried if Murray can't pass Maka.
It's been interrupted by the safety car. But the second stop yesterday for the race leader was
I don't know what that means, but I believe in Murray. Murray. He's in the top 20.
3.4 seconds.
I think he's got to go for a top 15.
Still lurking there.
He was in the top 10 before Cam Waters sent him. SVG got almost a direct line to the playoffs with all the road courses. Trackhouses allowed him to learn on the ovals. Yeah, and that's if they do end up changing the playoffs where winning you're in is taken out, that's going to be a big blow to SVG's playoff chances because I think he'll do great at the road courses. I think there are some ovals he will do better at than others, but it's going to be like the Xfinity series this year. There's going to be so much learning in the Cup field. The Cup field is much deeper than the Xfinity series field that it could be a rough points year. But at some point, by the way, either this month or next month, I'll do a Shane Van Gisbergen rookie kind of breakdown, whether it's a live stream or a video. We'll talk about his rookie season, talk about the high points, talk about the low points, look at some statistics, look at his best type of track, kind of like what we did before the playoffs. But, you know, whether it's the super speedways, the short ovals, the intermediate ovals, or whatever, but we'll look at it. Macaulay Jones, the Pizza Hut car. That's a brand I know right there, Pizza Hut. They got good pizza. I can't deny it. Let's see here. 21 people have voted, and 71% think that Will Brown will get on the podium. He's currently 6th. And Will Brown, let's see over here, 6th place. He is 17 seconds. He's only 3 seconds off a podium. He's got to go through a few cars. But the lead is up to 3 seconds, or it's really come down. It was over 3 seconds earlier. But Feeney's pushing.
Well, fascinating to watch, isn't it? So that number you just talked about, Mark, what, 3.3 seconds behind. So this is exactly what Brock needed to do. Chaz used his fresher tyres, made the gains. This is the moment that there you go, 3.0. This is where Brock's got.
It's down to 2.7. I guess I'm a little bit behind technically.
Just looking their fastest laps at 120.2 and 20.
Maka ain't the fastest, but he always has the best livery, so I'm happy he sticks around. NASCAR used a race in the late 80s, Calder Thunderdome. I'm surprised NASCAR haven't brought that yet. Not too familiar with that, so can't say I'd have a fair comment on that. But so we'll see, I guess. I mean, obviously, if Feeney closes the gap here and he gets it like under 2 seconds, then that might be race over for Mostert, or I guess Mostert might not come ahead in the pits. He might get jumped, but if he can pull that back out, if he can just hold steady at 3 to 4, that's what they were saying earlier, he's got a chance of holding him off or coming back out ahead, but we just got to see when this next pit cycle starts. But
because these guys are at the back end of the 10 and 11th in the case of James Courtney, and that's a mighty performance.
It's a really good job, isn't it? But also,
we'll see here. We still got a lot of racing left. 33 laps to go. There's still a lot to be determined here. Oh, we got someone pitting. Reynolds pitting. 15 seconds of fuel. So, okay, here's my question for you Supercars fans. If they didn't have to fill the car up on fuel, let's say they come down to pit with 3 laps left, they got enough fuel to make it to the finish, how quick could they do a 4-tire pit stop? Like sub 4 seconds, sub 3 seconds? Like how quickly could they get in and out of the pit stall? That's my question. Oh, come on, Murray. Cross him over. Yeah, let those two battle it out, and you go reel them in, baby. Dive bomb them. Oh yeah, let them wreck each other. Let them wreck each other. Come on, Murray. Take him 3 wide. 3 wide. He's got one. Run away. Run away. Run away. Murray's up to 19th. 19th. 7 seconds, says KP. Okay, that's good to know. 7 seconds. watch the pit stop competitions.
Coming up to this last fuel stop, the important decisions are made on this
Murray's
side.
up to 18th. Oh, yeah.
This is the data engineers. They have to calculate how much fuel needs to go in the car for this final pit stop. So a lot of pressure on these guys because they only need enough fuel to get to the checkered flag and no more.
Just wanted to quickly check in with Brad Jones because you've got a couple of cars currently sitting in the top 10, but you've gone about it a bit of a different way. Just tell us how you're tracking over here.
Oh, well, just what we've done with Bryce, he was down the back, so he took a bit extra fuel. So our expectation on the next stop is he'll be a bit quicker than most of the rest. So it's all going pretty well so far, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with.
Let's see the progress of Will Brown. Will Brown is right on the tail of someone, and he's still 2.5-ish seconds off the podium.
What happens next, Brad?
Thank you.
Stopped Bryce early in the sequence as well, which also helped that cause, and they took advantage of the safety car. 2.4 seconds the gap now. Mostert, Feeney, if anything.
2.5 seconds. That's it's getting a little close there, Mostert.
Together a back-to-back performance. Fifth fastest
BJR and Triple Eight are great at pit stops. Still sad BJR lost this year's pit stop competition. So is the pit stop competition, do you have like a, like NASCAR has an all-star race weekend? Do you kind of have like, not maybe necessarily an all-star race, but a weekend where the teams get to highlight their talents and skill sets outside of just the racing on the racetrack? I guess, when is the pit stop competition? Is it its own thing? Is it during a race weekend? Kind of explain that to me.
Safety car was deployed. Forward was one of them. They just put a little drip of fuel in. That was lap 3 or whatever, and that was actually.
Bathurst is the pit stop. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, that actually, thinking about that, yeah. Bathurst is your biggest weekend of the year, so yeah, that makes sense to put the team competition, the pit stop competition during the biggest race weekend.
Which bodes well for the final part of this race.
Boys, can I tease what's going on at the front of the race again?
I bet you if NASCAR teams had air jacks for the new generation of car, it would change the game in NASCAR pit games. Well, no, so NASCAR tried, because we have a problem where when the car gets flat tires, it either gets stuck or you have to drive around and the bottom of the car gets damaged. The underbody gets the damage, and the underbody is a big part of the aerodynamics on this new car. So they tried to install air jacks so you could drive back to the pits, but you still can't. And if you can't drive it with flat tires, you have to wait for a tow truck to come push you or drag you to your pit stall, and now all of a sudden you're 3 laps down because you had to wait around for it. So
Something like that. Now, Thomas Randall's actually trying that trick at the moment because he was a second behind Will Davison. A lot of temperature when those cars sit still. Oh, and he gets out in front of Percat just. And so
Randall just pitted.
benefit in the battle that he's having with car number 17.
Murray's up to 15th. I know it's a pit cycle, but we got to celebrate the small moments.
To go as well.
We got to celebrate.
Cars yesterday, Mark, with
He's up to 14th as I say it.
fumes.
Come on, baby.
That fuel to the very last moment. You do not want half a kilo more fuel in the car than you need. It refuels in at an average rate of about 2.7.
No, the leaders are in.
In comes Mostert and Feeney.
Man,
Very critical stop.
Mostert doesn't really have that big of a lead, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, guys, let's watch this last pit stop of Chaz Mostert.
All right, let's see. This could be it. This could be for all the marbles and the big trophy.
Left side, those new tyres going on the back, and we await now for the fuel. Little slow on the right rear, but we wait for fuel now. New drink bottle going in for Chaz as well, and he can see Feeney in the pits as well.
There was a wheel nut drama there, I think, for Brock. We'll have a look at that when we can.
All right, there goes. Mostert's gonna. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, what are you doing?
He's done an unsafe release.
They just hit each other in the pits,
Drops to the right.
and then Feeney just let him by. What's the whole point of that?
Brewing.
Oh,
This is what a way to finish
what just happened?
season with a full-blown nail biter. 29
Mostert comes out of the pits. Feeney hits him, then Feeney lets him by. Then that guy just hit him, or is racing him now.
Feeney's car, but there was also
There's a lot going on here. This race is a lot more chaotic than yesterday, I will say.
officials will be looking at all the regulations and all of the vision to
It's now Sunday in the US of A. It's midnight.
And whether that was outside
It's November
or
17th now.
We've been talking for the last 20 laps about how tight that was going to be, that it was down to the tenths of a second.
Wow, it's Martin
And that
Scorsese's
moment
birthday.
for
That's
car number
wild.
88 is under investigation, confirmed by the stewards in the room. Let's
Ooh, Feeney's under investigation.
The left rear wheel nut parted company and went across the far
So if he gets a penalty, what's the time penalty in supercars for an unsafe release? 5 seconds?
So you'll see here when it comes off, it'll zing. There it goes.
Oh, here we go. Here's the replay. This is just the pit stop, though. Okay, so Mostert gets out, and then Feeney. Mostert tried.
Chaz Mostert, and that'll be deemed an unsafe release, but he's redressed it immediately. Now,
But Feeney gave him the position back. So I don't know if that like automatically kind of like not necessarily eliminates the penalty, but he tried to somewhat make up for it and say, "Hey, my bad. Like here you go, take the position." Like
nail-biter, what a way to finish our championship season. And Anton gets in the game here, chucks it up and over the rocks and out the other side. And that was exactly as predicted, that we were going to have such a tight scenario. Ryan Walkinshaw and Bruce
oh,
Stewart,
I guess we'll see. But Feeney's right back on him again.
able to capitalise here. This bloke in the
So I guess we're about to figure it out.
daylights out of the
Murray for a podium says, "Paul, I can dream."
Intentional teams, the stewards have imposed a 15-second time penalty to car 88.
Oh!
Feeney gets the
Feeney just got a 15-second. Do they only have 15-second penalties in supercars?
is not taken into consideration.
15 seconds.
Bad news
So,
and the radio number 2
so he's got to get by, and he's got to run away by 15 seconds. So is that race over? Is that race over for Feeney in terms of the win?
Let's have a look at this, Neil, frame by frame. So here's Brock, just been released. Mostert
All right, we got a
is
breakdown.
gone. What's important here to consider, Mostert is now, at this point, in the fast lane. This is what we call the fast lane. You can't release a car out into a car in the fast lane. So that's the contact right there. There you go. Not in the fast lane.
Okay.
In the fast lane. That's the difference.
This guy broke it down really well.
difference with the redress is that
Fast lane versus not the fast lane.
the reason for
Mostert was in the fast lane. Feeney was not in the fast lane, and he released him into the fast lane, which you cannot do.
the redress is a different scenario, so that's the way it's been
So,
the stewards and the DSA. That's the
I mean, I guess it seems pretty straightforward,
advantage there, isn't it?
but that's it for Feeney. He's not going to win this race.
The fast lane. He's on the right-hand
He's got to get by, and he's got to run away by 15 seconds with 26 to go. That's asking for a lot.
within the rules, exactly. But what he did is he optimized that
But Will Brown's currently leading.
and
I mean, he's still got to make a pit stop, guys, but, you know,
which is exactly what you do.
it's more exciting when you say it that way. But, I mean, Feeney's right there, but he's really got to run away. 15 seconds is used for most things, okay.
Big time. They are actually
Not Chaz's fault.
15 seconds.
Yeah, that's what they just said. 15 seconds added at the end of the race. Brown possibly on the podium. Hey, that's why we did the poll. We said, could Will Brown get on the podium? But it was more of a, could he drive through the field? I didn't really factor in Brock Feeney getting a 15-second penalty for an unsafe release.
He'll be fired up big time with the message that he's got on the radio.
But, I mean,
Chewing on that
in terms of the race win, if he wants to win, he's got to go.
the outside then for Mostert.
I don't know if he can pull 15 seconds, but if you want to try, you gotta get going right now. You gotta get past this guy.
Mostert is so speedy through that right-hander at 8. But watch this bloke under brakes with the trail brake down into 9. Gets right at him. About to ride his
Paul, who's the people's champion?
What a great battle as Brown now comes in from the lead for his final stop of the year.
Well, Will Brown's pitting. It just said it's the champion's final stop of the year. Your 2024 Supercars champion. Waiting to fuel it up.
On the loaded side, the left-hand side for Will Brown.
Let's see if Feeney can get this race lead here, but Brown comes out. He's going to be in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Well, I guess 3 more cars got to make pit stops, but oof, 9th. He's got to make up 6 positions in 25 laps. Does NASCAR have pit lane for that incident? NASCAR, the pit lane rules are, like, if you get in an incident on pit lane, it's not a penalty, but we have speeding penalties, equipment interference, which is like if you run over someone else's stuff. If you, oh, Feeney, massive lockup into turn 9. Wow. He's okay, but I mean, he just locked up the left front really bad. We've got equipment rules and whatnot, but we don't have incident rules unless you obviously intentionally wreck someone. If you intentionally wreck someone in the race on the pit lane, you might get tossed. Like, they might park you on the spot. NASCAR does not mess around with pit road rules. Like, they'll suspend people, they'll fine you a lot of money, they'll dock you points if you start playing on pit road. They do not mess around with pit road in terms of penalties. And I don't blame them. There's people running over the walls. Cars are going 50, 60 miles an hour. Like, yeah, you can't mess around with that stuff. So it looks like Feeney thought about going to the inside of Mostert, and then he realized, oh crap, I can't make this corner without wrecking us. And then he bailed, locked up, and went wide. Yeah, you were not making that corner, buddy. Tim Slade is P17, some 15 seconds down the order. This gives you an idea where Feeney may end up. Ooh. Murray is the people's champ. Darn right he is. That's my champion. 24 laps to go.
He's got 3.5 seconds over Cam Waters at the moment. They are yet to stop. Then these two been duking it out. 3rd and 4th at the moment and about to become 1st and 2nd. But for Brock Feeney, there is a 15-second penalty hanging over his head for the unsafe release. Which
BYU is losing.
And he was well and truly pinned by Chaz Mostert. What a day. Great intensity between those leading teams and drivers as we go on board here with Will Brown, who I reckon when we get to the control line, if he's not interrupted here, is about to get the fastest lap of the race. And it is now
Will Brown's up to 8th. Sorry, 7th. Someone was pitting at the same time that he was making a pass.
Now when the other two stop, he's 27 seconds from the lead. When both Kostecki and Waters stop, Will Brown remarkably
Feeney,
enough is going to be a factor somewhere in the top 5.
8th. 8 seconds, 15 seconds, that would keep him there.
His pace is really good enough to be a contender for the back of the podium the way that he's been able to come back through the field.
I like how Kostecki's got the giant number 1 on it, number 1 on his hood since he's the defending champion.
He's done it today and he's doing it again now. And he's recovering from a 15-second penalty early.
If that 4 driver from Ford and 4 driver from Chevy from Supercars go race in NASCAR, which would be? I don't know.
They've done some laps in hot, hard, grueling conditions out there this weekend, the lads. That thing rides nicely over the top of the turn 2 curbing there. Sun becomes a factor at Wakefield Street at this time of day as well on the run up towards turn 4.
Some guys still got to make their pit stops.
His middle sector. He's been the fastest car pretty much all day through turn 8. And he's just bare hit that number on this.
Will Brown's closing in on Randall.
The fastest of all on the previous lap. He just did a 20.33 with
Oh, we got a spinner.
Now that is the damage on Payne's car.
Payne.
That's a bad spot.
More problems for Payne. He's had a painful day. Haha. Please excuse my jokes. He's already got enough damage, and now, so yesterday he misses out on podium by just a second or 2. Today he gets sent into the barriers, and now he goes spinning again. Yeah, Payne's having a rough day. He is having a Murray yesterday day. That's tough. Oh, here goes Will Brown. Under Randall. Clear. Will Brown is up to 6th.
21 laps remaining in our final race of the Repco Supercars Championship. We were in Adelaide. Matt Payne.
Oh, let's see this incident with Payne.
And we're begging the question, why? Does this tell us a bit of the story? I reckon it does.
Oh, man, he got sent. Yep, he got dumped. That's going to be another 15-second penalty for whoever dumped him. You'd like to see Brody with the number 17. I don't even know what number Brody Kostecki was before. He was number 33 when he was in NASCAR, but so was Will Brown. Oh. Courtney versus Wood. Oh, we got some doors bumping. Hey, man, anyway, you got to make that pass without dumping them, you know? Got to get a little bit physical sometimes. You really do.
Because James is going to argue the case with the side draft benefit, and he might actually snip him here on the run to 8. He has got him back again.
Oh, got him back into the wall of here. Oh, we got a dive bomb, maybe. Nope. All right. Dick Johnson, Roger Penske, very good friends. Got a good little battle here between Wood and, who did they say that was? Wood and Courtney. Oh, went a little bit wide. Oh. Yep, he missed the last turn. That's unfortunate. Well, who's this? Is this Will Brown? Will Brown's on someone's tail or Brock Feeney? It looks like Will Brown. Will Brown is all over Davison's tail. And that'll be for 4th. And then with Feeney's penalty, that puts him on the podium. Oh. No, I'm sorry, I'm buffering. Nothing actually in the race. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Will Brown for 3rd or 4th. 4th on track. Probably 3rd in the race because of Feeney's penalty. I think. Well, maybe not. Oh, Kostecki's in the pits. So that'll put Will Brown 3rd on the track. There you go. Today's Supercars race rules, 0 F's given. Yeah, man, they've been right, but hey, you know, when you don't really care, it creates for some extra hard racing. Sure, it gets a little bit dirty now and then, but makes it somewhat exciting. So Will Brown's 19 seconds behind Feeney, so I guess maybe Will Brown's just got to hold on. Let's see what the poll says. 61% of you think Will Brown will finish on the podium, despite your so
he's going so well. That's put him on the podium. Well, let's take note of it, Mark, because he's driving like
Kostecki off the Dick Johnson Racing for 2025. He will be number 11. Last year he was number 99. Good to know. When I'm, you know, if I watch a race next year, now I know. Kostecki number 11.
Not so many, but 6 versus 4 in race wins. When we dig in a little bit deeper, check this out. Here's the race wins for the year. So Brown there, 2nd. When we look at qualifying, was he the fastest? That's average qualifying position. No, he wasn't. He was only 3rd fastest. What about pole positions? Well,
that's interesting. They said Will Brown, 2nd most amount of wins, 3rd on average finish or average qualifying position. Lap sled, he's only 4th on this list, so that's interesting. He just must be insanely consistent, I guess. But Feeney. Average positions gained in the race. Yeah, that's a big one.
On average, 2 spots per race. Point 3 here, point 1. Waters goes back a couple.
I need a Mostert, Brown, Davison, Randall podium.
Podiums, 18 podiums.
Yeah, so Brown's got the most podiums by a few. Murray's in 20th. Hey. Maybe Kostecki will get a NASCAR gig with Penske. That's a maybe. Hey, that would be exciting if you ask me. I'd love to see Kostecki back in NASCAR. I thought that he had a tough first go, and it was nothing of his fault, I should say. You know, they qualified really well. I can't remember why I think they had a part failure or they had something wrong with the car and they had to start at the back of the field. I can't remember.
So there you go. Sam's competing straight away. Just let him go, and you know that Will Brown
DJ was good friends with Roger until Roger took McLaughlin to IndyCar.
without a safety car not going to get there. Jack
McLaughlin, is he going to win the Indy 500 next year? He got the pole this year. Oh, he gave him a little bump. Feeney did. Cross him over, cross him over. Oh, man, you could have crossed him over.
Good poker face that definitely told him.
Yeah, I was wondering whether or not, in fact, that, don't necessarily need to tell him. His job is to just go and hustle. But he has been.
Oh, Feeney, he's going to try.
Big at the moment as he tries to sneak down the inside, and he is right under the bumper.
Turn 8. Nope.
It's not impossible that these two don't get a bit of rubbing going
Uh-oh.
in all this because it's vigorous out there at the moment.
Feeney's trying. He's trying to get by him.
Turn 9 because he knows he's vulnerable down there. This is kind of repeat for what we saw in the early tyre stint, where later in the stint, Brock's tyres are just
Feeney's right on him. He's going to get him in the next couple laps, I would think. 17 to go here.
with both cars at the moment. The medium high-speed stuff looks pretty reasonable.
Supercars boys do have gaps in their... Yeah, I realized that. Oh, Feeney gave him a little bit of a tap.
On the right rear corner.
But no, I saw that some of our road courses next year, there's no supercars races, so potentially some supercars guys could come over maybe. That would be exciting. That would be fun. I know you guys would appreciate that. You guys would have fun with that. I'd have fun with it too, but you know.
doesn't need to race Brock now.
A bit of pride at stake for both of these guys
Let's see.
at the moment. That'll be part of this.
Feeney's trying. He's right there.
The downside, if
Oh, he's sending it. He's sending it. Oh! Oh,
Oh my God!
for a long
no! Oh, no!
is that damage and over and out?
That's
Because that's
crazy.
exactly what I was just talking about, that you could end up with a disaster on your hands.
Oh,
So this is going to brew up big.
shit.
Is there residual damage on car number 25? And what are the implications of that?
That was... Man, Feeney, is he going to get like another 15-second penalty? Oh, man.
Oh my God. Unbelievable scenes in Adelaide. I was just speculating
Oh.
exactly that point. I barely got
That
to
right rear's got a lot of damage, I think.
So damage on the right rear corner of this car. Is that going to threaten
He just said something's broke.
No, it's gone. It's over. The right-hand rear. There's right-hand rear.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Why wouldn't he just let him go? Oh, we were talking about it beforehand.
Look, there was damage on the thing. It's an extraordinary scenario. So that
That sucks for Mostert, man.
this, ironically, could hand a victory to the champion, to Will Brown.
This could hand a championship or a win to Will Brown.
At the bottom of the field after being tagged by his old teammate Brody Kostecki, going all the
Damn,
way
that
down the
sucks for Mostert. I want to see a replay. I think
why you would bother to race.
I think
Pride in this, and the risk is if they play too hard, there could be contact.
I think Feeney sent it a little bit too aggressively.
Let's have a look and understand more.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So Feeney's on his ass,
Championship down the
and he sent.
turns him, whack into the Repco banner. And here's the angle from another viewpoint. In the right rear corner, and Brock will be done for that.
Yep, he will certainly be done for that.
Big contact.
He sent him, man.
Now, what sort of performance have we got?
That's like,
Car number 25. Does it
Mm,
have anything?
that's a shame.
To resist coming in. 15 laps remain. It's hardly a small journey. And the onboard very telling with just how filthy and hard that impact was. Here it is again.
Have a listen.
yeah, Feeney, I get you're there. You got to make the pass. You got the time penalty already, but damn, man.
Disbelief in the garage. Garth?
I just confirmed with Anthony McDonald, team manager for Walkinshaw and Dreddy United, that Chaz acknowledged that radio message from Sam Scafidi. He knew that Brock Feeney had a 15-second time penalty.
Are they trying?
But he wasn't in
I
the
heard
mood
that.
to-
Okay.
And Brock wasn't in the mood to take any notice of the 15-second penalty. They're playing for keeps out there. We talk it up week in, week out. These guys have got the eyes on.
Okay, so I get. So they're talking about here. They're saying.
15-second time penalty to car 88 for a driving infringement.
Okay, so Feeney's got another 15-second penalty, but they were saying Mostert already knew that Feeney had a penalty. He had a 15-second penalty. That he should have just let him by. He should have let him run away and, you know, just finish within 15 seconds and you win the race. But, I mean, I know you technically still win the race, but I kind of get why he's playing defense. You're trying to win the race on the road, but that sucks for Mostert. Oh, what the hell? So, was that Cam Waters? Cam Waters just sent the shell car. God almighty, they're all... You guys weren't kidding. No F's given at all. Good Lord. Oh, my Lord. This is wild. Oh, we've got more spin. Oh, we got another one spinning. Oh, we got the shell car spinning. Everyone gets a spin today. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, yeah. The commentators are laughing.
Unbelievable. It's a smash-up derby. It's unbelievable. The amount of cars that have been...
This is amazing. This is high-quality television.
Character references being issued free of charge left, right.
Hell yeah, man.
My goodness.
This is good stuff. Fantastic television.
He's got a 12-second margin over Mostert. It's now 0.4 of a second. So here's the margin. This is going to be a change for the lead. And this is ironically and absolutely
Oh, shit.
unbelievably...
Will Brown is going to freaking win this race. Are you serious? I mean, we made a poll if Will Brown was going to get on the podium. And 37% of you said no. He's going to win the race. But he's got the damage. I don't think he can hold him off. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Will Brown finishes him off for his teammate? I'm in a Chevy, you're in a Ford. Screw you, buddy. And ships him. Not the way you want to win, but Will was not only fighting for the win on pace, because he was spun out. Will would be so cool to get the championship. I mean, yeah, it'd be a really cool win the day after you win the championship to come win after getting spun out on like lap 6. Uh-oh. Will Brown's on the inside. Well, I mean, that's a hell of a drive. You can't deny that's a hell of a drive from Will Brown, but God, you got to feel for Mostert. That sucks.
Amazing. A little less than 12 laps remaining.
Wow.
Under investigation and on disqualification.
High stakes racing, it's all on the line. Yeah, I mean, it's racing. At the end of the day, you're racing. You're not playing pullover. You're not playing drive like a grandma and let people pass you. But for Mostert, I mean, it sucks. He just got dumped fighting for the win.
Got a giant red exclamation mark on the back end of the championship in Adelaide for race 24. And the news here is that it's a 30-second cumulative penalty for Brock Feeney.
30-second penalty for Feeney. 30 seconds would drop him down to 9th. Damn. That is a... This is why I should come to the Adelaide 500. Hey, man. If they're going to race like this every year in the last race, oh, yeah. Can't say today was boring. I wouldn't say that yesterday was boring, but I've got to admit today has been much more entertaining. It's been a lot crazier. Cam Waters versus Shell Car. Cam Waters sending Murray. Will Brown getting sent. We had that crazy battle for the lead. That almost a 4-car battle for the lead. We had Will Brown getting dumped. Will Brown driving through the field. And then Mostert and Feeney messing around enough That
Stewards have imposed a 15-second time penalty to car 2 for a driving infringement.
car 2? Who's car 2? 2 car.
The replay of the change.
Wood got a penalty. All right.
And it was done easily. The car of Mostert's is battered and bruised and limping. It doesn't have anything like the speed that it had. It was
The 25 was told to just let him go, but no, and he paid the risk. This is David.
the second fastest car. We're looking here.
I mean, I guess.
Will Brown viewpoint, side draft benefit on
But
the run between 7 and 8. It's done it easily.
I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on it.
10 to go.
I guess we're about to see. I want to see the post-race reactions. I want to see what Mostert does, how he responds to Feeney. If this was NASCAR, that's the kind of thing that gets you punched in the face. I don't know how they do it in Australia, but I'm just saying, you do that in NASCAR, you're either getting punched or you're getting tackled. You're getting, grabbed and shook a little bit. We saw that this year with Buescher and Reddick. Got some close-up, high-quality.
Little less than 10 to go. Here's Will Davison. He's sitting in 4th. That potentially still gets him on the podium.
Man, we're going to have a championship burnout as a fight's happening. That would be the coolest thing ever. Chaz will not be happy. Hey, man, I love a good fight. Don't tease me with a good time. If there's a fight, I will be waking up my neighbors cheering. Okay, not actually. I got to keep it down a little bit. But I'll be getting pumped. I will be getting pumped up for a good fight. I won't be falling asleep till 4 a.m. And that's optimistic.
At the moment, if that stays in situ with the current gaps, he will go down to 10th basically. But this one, with 9 laps remaining, will be interesting. How's the damage on the left-hand front from that early hit with Cam Waters?
You could apply that comment.
Well, then Mostert, can he hold off Davison for the podium with that damage? He's got about 2.5 seconds. Can he hold on?
Just caved in the guard.
Can Murray get promoted somehow
And Davison
in the finishing result?
for potentially a spot on the podium. They're closing down on Mostert. Yeah. So Mostert is limping. He was the 22nd fastest car on the last lap. That's him up in the background there at the moment. So they'll snip him before this is done with 9 to go.
This is crazy.
They will, and it actually will take Mostert off the podium, won't it? Because the two guys coming at him, basically, in terms of pace, they were a lot faster on that last lap by a mile.
So the podium at the moment is looking like Will Brown. I can't believe that I'm even saying those words. And potentially Will Davison and Thomas Randall, unless they...
I mean, okay, so after this race is over, we're going to break down. We're going to talk about all the things that happened. I'm probably going to forget some things because so much, but the list of things we're going to go through is just going to be insane. From people getting dumped, people getting wrecked, people getting spun out for the win, people getting penalties. We had a freaking pit road incident. Woo, my Lord.
I think that was for the contact. Aaron Love with that contact into the back of Kai Allen.
I think it was too, yeah. We were busy looking at all the other things that were unfolding. We're riding here with Thomas Randall. Opening up the throttle on the Castrol car on the run down here to turn 8. Just a great corner. Huge risk involved in
Murray's not last, so congratulations to him.
He ranges up nice and close to the back of the shell car here.
Let's go, Murray. Where's Murray at now? Murray's up to 19th. He's not going to finish 24th.
He's just exiting the left-hander at 12. The margin
It'll be Feeney out at the pub tonight. Feeney had a 15-second penalty, so he wasn't even racing for the lead when he took out Mozzie. Davison is the Michael McDowell of supercars. Does that mean like he's a long-time veteran, kind of just waited for his time to get to a good car, that kind of thing? Double wheel from Queensland program. Podium. Not to mention the turn 8 carnage over the qualifying. Yeah, dude, I heard that qualifying was wild. People were wrecking, people were spinning, people were hitting the wall, and everything in between. I heard that qualifying was just, woo, spicy. In football news, BYU is on the ropes, for those who care. American college football.
Last lap, Mostert was the 18th fastest car. Davison and Randall were 9th and 10th. Fastest car on the track was Brody Kostecki. Brody's sort of always, since that initial...
Davidson is a second and a half. He's closing in, but he's only got 7 laps left. I mean, that's a lot of turns, but it's you're running out of laps. But if he's got damage, but surely with just everything that's happened to Mostert today, with the pit road incident, with leading the majority of this race, just to get dumped by a guy who had penalties, you got to think he's going to play defense like crazy. Imagine NASCAR having the championship for in Adelaide. It would never happen. It would be fun to see. Anything's got to be better than Phoenix. Here we are at 12:31 a.m. taking shots at Phoenix Raceway. Ben says, how about those Chicago Bears? Don't they suck again? Oh no, down goes BYU. Maybe? What the hell? It says it's Kansas's ball. That's confusing, but it says they got a first down. Oh, ESPN's glitching out. BYU has not gone down quite yet. Never mind.
So Feeney, no equity in the unsafe release, but the case to answer in the penalty for what happened with Chaz up at the other end. He's making a statement about speed and performance at the moment, and he's going to physically cross the line. 25 was that?
Did someone just get a penalty?
I think that was 25. I just heard.
Who got a penalty?
Yeah, so that means that it compromises the ability to defend by trying to squeeze every last millimetre. So I'm looking out the combox window at the moment to have a look at the starters roster where they show that flag.
What? What just happened?
Yeah, they've just sent it out there. So they missed Chaz. He's gone by. They're going to show it to the rest of the field. We couldn't care less at the moment, but we'll get it on the next lap.
What just happened to Mostert? They just said something about car 25. What just happened?
It's a comedy skit. It is.
They're saying it's a comedy skit. What's the comedy skit? What just happened?
So 15 seconds.
14 and 6 for exceeding track limits.
Yeah, 14 and 6, same deal. So at the end of the race, you kind of expect this.
Interesting radio chat with Will Brown. Will Brown just asked, do I need to keep on going fast? The team said yes. In case it's a safety car, we want to be able to come in and get tyres. So we've got to keep on pressing on.
So here it is. It's boiling down now.
So someone tell me what are they saying about the 25 car? What's happening to Mostert?
Now the next time through, Chaz is going to see that bad sportsmanship flag.
Bad sportsmanship for what? Did he flip someone off?
Top of that curbing, and there it is.
What did he do?
He waved to everybody out there for the last minute or so.
What did the 25 do?
So it is exactly 1 second. Mostert over Davison.
Track limit. Track limits. Track limits are annoying. Sorry.
Because he's being shown it, but it's sort of he's gone by, so then just show the other 23 blokes.
So is that a warning or is that a time penalty?
So Feeney, Brown, Mostert.
No more or penalty? Okay, so he's got to keep it within the white lines. Well, now freaking what's his name is on his butt.
Hang on. Just give you a little massage.
Oh, BYU actually did lose. Wow. Major playoff implications in college football, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, something shiny. Anyways,
What a way to wrap up our
back to the main sporting event. Mostert has been done dirty.
teams here.
Yeah, the commentators were trying to say they should have let him go, that he should have let Feeney go with the penalty, but I'm just saying, man,
Hitting walls.
I'm playing defense. I'm trying to win this thing the hard way. I mean, I'm not going to do anything absurd, but he played normal defense, I think. I don't watch enough supercars, but from what I've seen in racing in the past, I just want to see a post-race fight.
And so
I love a good fight.
having a fist fight for this one, isn't it? I think
He locked up.
trolley at the moment. It's
See it
all over
tracking
the road.
around? Huh? See it tracking around on the brakes just then?
Yeah.
And he turned it, and it's actually steering from the rear so significantly, and it feels shocking. Watch this.
So watch it on the breaks up here at Wakefield Street.
Let's see what Davison does here. See if he gets an opportunity to make a pass. He's got 3 laps to do it.
To see the braking reference and the turning point. So now, Will's all over him. And every chance to be able to make a move.
You need to see Randall's starting grid crash at the bend. No, I saw that crash. It was a pretty hard crash. I think. Oh, he's blocking. Oh, Mostert is out of a podium position. That's tough. Oh, no, he's not. He's fighting back. No, what are you doing? Cut back to the racing. Stop showing the pits. 3 wide for the podium. Oh, they're getting rough here, man. Oh, Mostert's pissed. He's roughing people up. Randall's now there. Oh, Lord. If these 3 start messing around, then Percat's going to be there. Percat's going to be there, man. If these guys keep... Oh, they're bumping. This is fascinating television. I'm going to say it once again. Oh, my God. Hey, I called that. Commentators. There's like 5 cars right there. If these people keep messing around too much. I know, and we didn't see the move of the day because they cut to the pit lane. We could have seen the pass into the wall of heroes. As someone once told me that turn was called. All right, here we go. Down the back stretch again. Let's see. Can Randall make something happen? He's got a lap and a half to do it for the podium. Oh my God, 6 cars in one frame. Oh, Davison tried to get on Randall. Dude, they're all right there, nose to tail. Holy crap, this is amazing. Oh my Lord.
What a day in Adelaide.
1 lap. 6 cars. 6 freaking cars for 1 podium spot. Come on, Mostert. You've had everything go wrong today. Come on. Kostecki's sending it. Nope. All right, let's see. All right. Randall's trying to set up to get a run. All right, here you go. Let's see. Turn 9, I think, would be the last chance to make the pass. Yeah. He's going to win the race. Yeah. I want to see the podium. Oh, he's playing defense. Cross him over. Oh, they're bumping. Oh, it looks like Mostert's going to hold on. Unless he makes a mistake. Oh, man. Man, oh, my Lord. What a race. Holy crap. Woo. Oh, my God. Mostert ends up getting the podium, but holy crap. Wow. Will Brown wins because of all the stuff that Feeney did. Wow. Holy crap, man. That was thrilling. Woo.
He's come back from nowhere. I've had drama with Feeney with a pit lane problem and
okay, so yeah.
and a big incident with Mostert.
So should I do should I do the breakdown of everything that happened in this race right now, or should I wait till after the post-race potential altercation and burnout? Should I wait till after that to do the breakdown of all the things that happened in this race. I've got 41% battery. I can keep doing this. I could always plug in, try to extend this thing out. Oh, oh, he's doing burnouts. Yeah, burnouts, baby. Let's see. Oh, thank you, BC, for the, I guess we'll call it a channel donation. Man balls, man balls. Don't really know how to properly respond to that, but I appreciate the generous donation to the channel. It's 12:41 here in the United States of America, but I appreciate the support of the channel. I really do. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Have a great day, morning, night, wherever you are. High five. But oh my goodness, what a race that we just had. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Adrian says it's up to me in terms of what I want to do. Okay, so we're going to break down this race. We're going to talk about all the chaos that happened. We're going to wait till after the post-race everything, because there is so much. Oh, here's Will Brown doing his burnout. He's got the door open. People got their cameras out, getting the burnout. Got to get that on camera. I guess he's got to go collect the trophy. Yep, do the burnout in front of the trophy. Oh, he's trying to get out of the car while burning out. Kyle Busch tried to do that in NASCAR. He about flew out of the car while he was doing it, but hey, man. Oh, don't wreck yourself. Oh, he's trying. The windshield wipers going. There's a lot going on here in this burnout. Yeah, that was pretty cool, though. I love a good burnout. That was pretty cool. Gotta admit. Oh, we got part shredding. He's shredding those tires off. Rightfully so. I mean, he had a hell of a race today. Spun out early in it, came back to win because his teammate had things to do, I guess we can say. All right, here he goes. Go collect the trophy. Get on the roof of the car, do some celebrating. There's Will Brown doing his celebrations, pumping up the crowd. And he's got his trophy. Yay. And he put it back. It's yours. Take it. Go. Go. Hug it. Kiss it. Rub it. Love it. Take it home. It's yours. I think. I don't really know. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oops. Get a little heart. Well, he did not hit his trophy. Cookie Virus, hate to break it to you, but there you go. Now he's got his trophy. He looks pretty happy. He looks like a pretty happy guy right now. Show Feeney and Mostert fighting. I don't think they actually will, but... Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry, but I've got to start with, why didn't you let Feeney through?
I was probably a little bit worried about his pace, to be honest. I didn't think 15 seconds, you know, if he got in clean air, he would be really fast. So I wanted to make it as hard as possible. I didn't have the right-hand mirror at that point, and I'm like, I don't think he's really that far up. But, yeah, I was kind of blind there. So, yeah, look, it happens. Hope it was entertaining for everyone. I had to drive a three-tyre car back across the line. I thought I was going to have to pit because it was pretty bad, but hopefully the last couple of laps were pretty entertaining. I reckon there's probably about 4 or 5 guys pretty pissed off.
I thought Mostert would be a little bit more mad, but all right.
In that race, you had the contact in the pit lane and then the contact at turn 6. How badly bent was this car at the end of the race? And what was going through your mind as that aggressive arm wrestle unfolded with Feeney?
Yeah, it had pretty bad right front damage after the pit stop stuff. We had wheel-to-wheel contact, so didn't feel quite right in that last stint, which made me a bit more vulnerable. And then after it went in the wall, I don't know what the rear tyres were doing, but they weren't talking to each other. So I don't know if I was going to do a tyre. I had smoke after it in the guard.
Will Brown's car's driving sideways because he shredded his tires so bad.
But yeah, it was pretty loose after that.
Chaz, congratulations. It was a hell of a performance out there this afternoon. We love the aggression. Wishing all the best in the off-season. Can't wait to see you back for 25.
Yeah, well, I think that's what everyone's going to expect here when we come to the finale next year.
Oh, we got the track invasion.
Arms outdoors. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it.
So happy to see Chaz and Thomas on the podium.
Looking forward to coming back stronger next year.
Yeah, we got the podium. Will Brown, Mostert, Randall, Davison just misses out. Percat, Kostecki, Feeney gets dropped to 7th. Wow. Let's see. Murray, 18. We'll take it. We'll take it. Better than yesterday. We'll take it.
Just talk us through what was going through your mind in those closing laps.
Well, my engineer, Stucky, said that, yeah, Feeney had a 30-second penalty. I knew Chaz was limping, so, yeah, effective we were P4 there, and then I thought I've got to get either Will or Will's going to get Chaz, but Chaz put up a great fight, and I did a bit of a switchback move on Will at the end, and then just
12:46 a.m.
So, yeah, pretty stoked to get a podium, P5 in the championship, and got so many people to thank. Obviously, my team, Tickford Racing, everyone here, everyone back at the factory that put so many hours in.
Man, that was a crazy race, guys. Holy crap.
Yeah, all our supporters.
But I guess they'll do an interview with Will Brown, and then after that, after Will Brown does his little interview, we're gonna break down what happened in this race, because oh my goodness, there's so much that happened in this race. This race, compared to yesterday, was insanity.
Yeah, I feel like a bit more of a champion after that drive. That was awesome.
NASCAR legend Will Brown, by the way.
I turned in on Brody there, and yeah, I thought, oh, that's our day done. I'll go out and have some fun. I never thought I could win it from there. So to win that, bad luck to Brock. I don't know what happened there, but awesome way to finish the year, that's for sure. That was a stellar race.
That was an insane race, Will Brown.
To have the family and the team who've ridden this wave of success with you to share in this moment.
Yeah, it wouldn't be what it is today without all you guys that come out to support me. So thank you. Thanks to everyone that comes out and helps supports us. If it's me, any of the other drivers, so really appreciate it.
What does it mean to you to have that trophy finally in your hot little hands?
Yeah, it's been a hard year. It's been stressful, and it's been extremely competitive. So, you know, there was a lot of guys that were probably deserving as well, but to win it this year is amazing.
Has it quite sunk in yet?
Not yet, but yeah, we'll wait and see. I'm sure it'll sink in tonight.
Everyone seems to be happy for Randall, so that's cool. Seems like everyone likes him. Seems like everyone's saying he's a nice guy, so that's really cool for him. Get a podium. He's so willing to talk to fans. I've met him twice at the Australian Grand Prix. That's really cool. That's cool. You always love to see when a guy takes time with the fans and gets that love back, I guess.
So yeah, to finish there, thanks to Andrew. He's done an amazing job all year. All my crew, Brock's crew, the whole team at Red Bull and Pole Racing have been amazing. So thanks to everyone there, and yeah, we'll have a bit of an off-season, come back again.
Talk to us a little bit about Andrew Edwards. He's been an incredible support for you. It was a big step up this year to take on the expectation of being in one of the biggest teams in the pit lane. How has he coached you through this season?
Just wild, man. Nate Gravy, yeah, thank you for showing up. I wouldn't have done it if no one showed up. So I appreciate you, appreciate your commentary. Helping me out as I try to learn some supercar stuff here. But man, what a freaking wild race. Oh my Lord. Once Will Brown finishes up here, we're gonna talk about it all. All right. So I think that's it. There could be more. But for now, all right. Let's do it. Let's talk about this race. There is so much that just happened in this race. As they show, the left rear is shredded on Will Brown's car. Don't know how post-race inspection works there. But okay, let's go driver by driver. So Will Brown, let's start with him, the champion. 2024 Supercars champion. We're taking the hat off. 2024 Supercars champion Will Brown started on the front two rows of this race. Brock Feeney, his teammate, and Mostert are fighting for this win. And what happens? Well, they start getting side by side. They start alternating positions, fighting really hard. And all of a sudden, Will Brown's right there waiting for them to kind of screw up, waiting to maybe make a move. And in the process, here comes Brody Kostecki. We've got 4 cars in the picture potentially for the win. And then Feeney pinches Will Brown off a little bit, and Will Brown has to back off, make sure he doesn't get wrecked. And Kostecki sends it on the inside. Will Brown cuts down a little bit. All of a sudden, Will Brown's spinning. Will Brown's spinning. He's suddenly sent to the back of the field because he goes spinning. And he just keeps on going. He keeps on going up. 15th, 14th, 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Now, he got first. He was like 15 seconds off the leader. But that's because, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But, oh my goodness. So, that's Will Brown's day. And that's not even the most of what happened today. Mostert started second, got the lead off the bat. And Mostert here led the majority of this race. And Mostert is minding his business. In second place, by the way, is Brock Feeney, who is racing for Red Bull, who's really fast, by the way. And what happens is that Mostert here is playing defense for his life. And he's got a Mostert. Oh, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Once again, apologies for the bad pronunciations. Mostert's been fighting this whole time, trying to hold him off, and then they go in the pits. And Mostert needs more fuel than Feeney does. Mostert comes out, and Feeney cuts him off in the pits, which is a no-no in supercars, apparently. And he gets a penalty. He gets a 15-second penalty for a pit road violation, a safety violation, I think. And all of a sudden, it's a 15-second penalty. Mostert's in the lead. Feeney is still trying to pass him. And then it happens. Finally, Feeney sees an opportunity to go try to make a pass, emphasis on the try. Technically, he succeeded, but he had to dump Mostert. And Mostert goes spinning. The right rear of the car or left rear of the car, part of the rear of the car gets damaged. And all of a sudden, it's over for Mostert. His race is over in terms of fighting for the win. And he's got to hang on for dear life to get this podium. He's got to somehow, some way, hold off Will Brown, which he did not. And then, with the last 3 or 4 laps, he has Randall, Davison, Percat, and Kostecki right on his tail. We had 6 cars fighting for the last 2 podium spots. It was insanity. Genuine insanity. We saw dive bombs. We saw blocking. We saw everything. Genuinely. I mean, it was just so crazy, man. And then Randall gets on the podium because of Feeney's penalty. And he's able to get by Davison because Davison was trying to get past Mostert. Then we got Percat. We got Kostecki. We already talked about Kostecki. Him and Will Brown made contact. That sent Will Brown spinning. And then Feeney. So Feeney starts this thing on pole, I believe. Loses the lead. And he's just right on Mostert the entire race. Mostert leading this race for the majority of it. But Feeney right on his butt the entire time. But he just can't quite make the pass. Just can't quite make it. And well, as I said, it happened. He spun him out. And he's already got a 15-second penalty from the pit road incident. And, yeah, he gets demoted from first all the way down to 7th. I mean, Mostert loses the championship and loses a race win all in one weekend. So, tough scene for him. Golding, Heimgardner, Cam Waters, NASCAR legend Cam Waters sent our friend Murray into the barriers early in this race. Murray was in the top 10 before he got sent into the barriers by NASCAR legend Cam Waters. Reynolds was involved in an incident. Fullwood, Courtney, and Love had a really good battle at one point in this race. Really entertaining stuff. Slade, Oh boy. Here we go again. De Pascale. Did I do it right that time? Did I do it right? De Pascale? De Pascale? De Pascale? Oh boy. Apologies again. He got spun out at one point today. They're spraying champagne on the podium now. That's exciting. Hill, Jones, Murray. The day it could have been for Murray. Murray did not finish 24th today. He finished 18th. He finished much better than he did yesterday, but man, heartbreak of a weekend. He was in the top 10. It was looking like it was going to be a good day. De Pasquale. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. So they're showing the highlights, actually. They're showing the highlights in the replay. Oh, my goodness. Just such a chaotic race. Great racing all day long. And then, I forgot. I completely forgot. Payne got sent into the barrier by someone, and then the engine hood or the bonnet goes flying off. And then he keeps driving around. He spins again. They just showed the replay of Kostecki dumping Will Brown. We got more wrecking. I completely forgot that Cam Waters went airborne. He had 2 tires in the air. He was a ramp. We got another car spinning. I can't tell who that was. Mostert, we already talked about him spinning. We talked about the pit road incident. I'm watching the replays here of the highlights. It's insanity, man. It's genuine insanity. But, all right, they're showing the replay of Feeney and Mostert, and there's the bump. And where's the dump? Here's the dump, and round he goes into the wall, left rear, destroyed, and the Mobil 1 team is pissed. But Allen's back bumper was like hanging by a thread the entire race. What a race. Yesterday's race was entertaining from the strategy aspect, from the timing aspect, the pit stops trying to make sure. And I completely forgot at one point they were 3 wide for the podium positions. Oh my goodness. And then, just today, yesterday, as I said, strategy aspects, pit stops, all that stuff. But today was a mix of everything. From Mostert versus Feeney, trying to, how much fuel can you get? We had a pit road incident. We had on-track drama. Everyone was spinning everyone. Everyone was racing as hard as they could. 3 wide, 4 wide, 2 wide, crossovers, spinning each other out. Oh my goodness. What a race to watch. What a race, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that race because I had a hell of a time watching that race. I thought it was a great race. Will Brown drives from the back of the field up to win the race after spinning out earlier in this race. The 2 of the top 3 spun out earlier in this race. What more could you want? Maybe I'm just like overreacting because it's like my second ever Supercars race to watch. Maybe it's because it's 1 a.m. and maybe my brain is just all over the place. I really don't know. As Will Brown is just dumping champagne in everyone's mouth now. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time. What a race. I had a fantastic time, fun race, exciting race. Everything that could have happened seemed like it happened. That was fun. That was really fun, but I'm glad I got to do this. I really am. I was hoping to do something for you because I know so many of you Australian and New Zealanders who watch my stuff for SVG, you've been wanting me to watch a Supercars race, and I thought, might as well do it with you. And I'm glad the Adelaide 500 fell at a time where we could watch it together and I didn't have to worry about a NASCAR race, conflicting with the schedule or a Formula One race. But I had a great time. These live streams the last couple of days, they've been great. We got one more live stream. It's not Supercars, but yeah, man, I got to say, tomorrow's going to be fun. Technically later today. Tomorrow morning or early afternoon, depending on what time I wake up, I'll I'll make a community post. I'll have the thumbnail ready, and we will talk about my 2024 preseason predictions. Please show up, just because it's really fun to laugh at how bad my preseason predictions were. But I'm looking forward to it, and I've appreciated you all. I appreciate all your support, everyone here, for showing up to these live streams, showing up to watch the videos and all that. David, I'm glad you appreciated the live stream. Glad you enjoyed it. Lynn, thank you for showing up. Cookie Virus, Denver, Malcolm. Let's see here. Gaz3801. David, Scorpius, who almost had a heart attack because he's a Chaz Mostert fan. Everyone who showed up here. Dan Jazz. Nate Gravy. Andy, Denver, I think I already said Denver, but Denver again. My Australian Cattle Dog, fun name. Roy, BC, we appreciate you. We appreciate your donation to the channel, I guess is what we'll call it. Everyone who showed up. KP, I remember you. So everyone who showed up, I appreciate you. That was a fun time. I got to get some sleep now, but thank you guys again for watching. Wild time in Supercars. What a race to watch. What a race to react to. But yeah, I guess we got some Formula One, and then 2024 is over for racing. And I got to question life and sit in a dark corner and wait till February.